Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. As you just look at the prequel shelves here, I am going to do a tour of this room. I've been saying it for weeks. I do apologise if you're waiting for it as we pan to the original trilogy and sequel trilogy shelf. I'm going to do it very soon. It's just a bit of a mess in here right now, so I want everything kind of clear. And I want to do the video before I make more changes to this because it could go on forever. I'm kind of happy with how it is now. And there is one thing I want to change. It's due to growing collection of Cantina patrons, so I need to rejig stuff. But anyway, it's coming up soon. But for now, I'd like to open this that I got in the post, which is a much needed item for this collection, which is of course 21B medical droid, and I shall do that now. Let's do it. Can't wait to get this open. Boom. Okay, so 21B. I've been eyeing up this guy for some time now. I had a 21B back in the 80s. I've been told this is the definitive, and I wouldn't want to argue with that, but the most important thing is definitely a strong candidate for the vintage collection without question. He would be great with more articulation and stuff. Obviously, this is apparently more or less the same sculpt as they had, as the same figure as they had in the 80s. I've got fond memories of that figure. When I looked at this really closely, just keep it still for you, hang on. When I looked at it closely when it was delivered the other day, I was getting kind of like micro flashbacks of when I was a kid. And you know, I suppose when you're a child and you would have seen the film and then you see the figure, you kind of think, you associate, you know who it is, if that makes sense. Like, as opposed to some of the characters, I'm going to show you some other figures now. Other characters like, for example, what's his name now? Jesus, I can't think what I'm talking about. This guy here, what's he called? Dengar. I never really associated with Dengar because he was a figure that, a character I never really remember seeing. This guy, you do see him a lot in Empire Strikes Back, and you also see him in, it's really dark today, there's a storm happening outside. You see him in the end as well, the end scene when Luke's getting his hand repaired. But, so yeah, he's got a little bit of nostalgia for me. I just thought I'd share that with you, but this is a great looking figure, and I bought him in a job lot, as you saw there. Those other figures came with him. But this is all about opening for me in this time of my life, because, you know, I've got this going on. I'm filling in just a few gaps. It's like coming to mind now, some things that are missing, that are essential for a collection to really start off. This is a little bit of an Echo base flavour here. And, you know, you've got to have this guy amongst the others. Medical droid. Let's see if I can just pan back. It's a bit sort of no frills, this video. Some natural light on it. He looks great though, doesn't he? So I got these other ones as well. Ironically, I won this guy, Mamor Nadan, and if you remember on my channel, I opened Mamor Nadan from the not 30th anniversary. What line was it now? Bloody hell, this is going well, isn't it? It was from the Saga line, the 2003 Attack of the Clones line, basically. This guy came within two. I don't know if I want to open him. I could open him, but look how rubbish he is compared to these guys. See? He might just not work. I mean, he might work somewhere in the background, but I don't know. I just trade him on or something. So again, the full room tour is coming up soon. There's just a lot of stuff. Look at the mess there. This is what I didn't want you to see. But let's get him open. Let's do it. Boom. Okay, let's open him. I'm going to do him really carefully because that's been kept so nice. It makes no difference. I'm not going to be keeping the packaging. I just thought that, you know, see if I can get under there. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at that as well. Look at that classic. It's Kenner. This is just before Hasbro bought it. So, and this is one of the figures that, you know, really didn't get that steroid abuse. Droids were good. A bit like I did 88 Droid the other day. This is another one that's just spot on. In fact, again, I'm pretty sure this is the same sculpt as the one in the 80s. So they just recycled him, but they gave him a better finish. Look at that metallic finish he's got as opposed to that greeny thing that they had. So he's awesome, man. I just love this droid. Look at that lovely finish he's got. I've been dying to get hold of this. I just didn't really do anything about it because I had, not long ago, all my collection was in boxes. So I thought, well, you know, what's the rush? But now especially in the 40th anniversary year, I've got to see him on the shelf. He's great, and he comes with a little accessory. He did come with a stick. I did repack an old one, and custom card back a while ago, an 80s one, and he had like a little walking stick thing. I think that was him. But then now he's got this, whatever that is. It does say, it says, you know, just keep him in shot for you while I read. He comes with a medical diagnostic computer. So can you hold it? Take care, sir. I love that, sir. It'll take a while to evacuate the T-47. All right, yeah, the major transporter. Take care, sir. Thanks. Yeah, he's cool. I like him a lot. He doesn't do much. The articulation is very limited. 1, 2, 3. There's nothing in the legs. Oh yeah, there is. There's a swivel joint there. 4, 5. So 5 POA. Lost the medical diagnostics computer. But you know, he's essential. He's just going to stand there, man, and set off the display over there for the Hoth crew. Get him in there. All right, and get him in TVC, man. All they have to do is just bring that out again and give him some more articulation. You've got to. I mean, what's happened to this year? There's nothing for the 40th, man. They could have had a stack of stuff. But don't get me on that, because I'll be going on and on and on. Let's just bring it on. Let's put him into display, huh? Boom. Okay, so I've got a nice little setup going on now. I've got 2-1B in position, but before I show you that, I want to just talk about this figure here. This is VC44 Luke Skywalker, a brilliant figure. Now with my displays, I don't like having too many of the same character in one place. So I have got 2 VC44s. The other one I have here in the Hoth section. So this is the same figure, except I've swapped the head of this one. It's a really good head sculpt. I've put it on this Luke here. This is the VOTC Luke, and I've put the head of VC44 on it, just because I wanted a decent looking Luke Skywalker for Farm Boy in this pivotal scene here, you know, when Obi-Wan passes on his birthright, you know, his father's lightsaber. So that's that. So you can't really tell because he's got a helmet on, so it kind of disguises the poorer head sculpt. But the thing is, I did have another Luke, you see, and I don't, again, like having too many of the same character in one scene. So there's another Luke there. I've got him facing away from us though. But because I've got 2-1B there now, I kind of wanted him interacting with Luke. So he's got, that is the Saga Legends Luke, by the way. Very similar to VC44. It's the, well, I bought it in Saga Legends anyway. Snowspeeder Luke, he's got the skull cap there. And he's kind of facing him almost like the scene of the, sir, it'll take a while to evacuate the T-47. Take care, sir. So there you go. I did previously have that Luke talking to Han and Chewie in the back, facing away from us again, just to disguise the fact that it's Luke. So yeah, that's just the way I like to do things. So it's kind of like a separate scene going on in the back, and then you've got, I just like to have the characters facing forward, you know, just to depict like a movie poster or something, I don't know. And in certain areas I'll have a little kind of a mock-up where they're looking at each other. Like I've got Leia there looking at Wedge, and oh, come on. The reason I've done that is because of that scene. When a few of the Rebel pilots don't have their helmets on, you can see their skull caps, or whatever you call those things there. 2 fighters against their Star Destroyer. I think that's Derek Hobby who says that. But so you got Leia facing away. It's a good Leia figure, that, by the way. 5 POA, but anyway. And then you can also see Luke as well without a helmet. So it's kind of almost like a mock-up of pre-battle in there. So yeah, again, you've got some great characters in The Empire Strikes Back. And you can't not have him. Bang, right there. 2-1B, awesome. Such an iconic droid. And yeah, get him in the vintage collection, why not? So I've got a fair few figures here going for Hoth. So there it is. There it is. Thank you for watching. So what I'll do is I will definitely do a tour soon. I might do a few more little changes before I do that tour. But again, you've got a chronological order display here of all the events of the Skywalker saga, all the way down to the sequel trilogy right down there, and Ren and all of that. And the prequels over there. So I'll do it in 2 different videos. Prequels in one, original and sequel in the other. Well, that's me. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one.